Yellow, I'm Dallas. Welcome to Rubber Duck Yellow. You've come to the right place for your trading card fix because I went to my favorite card shop today and they had this grab bag, this mystery box for 25 bucks, and I was assured that it had lots of trading card game stuff in it from multiple eras, let's say. So stick around to see what's inside.
Yeah.
They got trading card game stuff in it, the mystery box?
It is. I didn't make them. I had 3 guys that works for me. They handle all my gaming, but I can tell you that they say it's all gaming.
Okay.
Yeah, gaming.
All right. Well, $25 mystery box from the card shop. The guy working said he wasn't actually entirely sure what was in it, but he knew it was a little bit of everything that they sold trading card wise. So let's go open it. Okay, let's jump right into this. I don't know exactly what to expect. I've got my suspicions because it's not as heavy, I think, as I know it should be because I deal a lot with these card boxes. And that would be why. Look at this. I think, yeah, half of it's actually not cards, it's toys, which is not exactly what was advertised here. Let me tear this off and show it to you. $25 mystery box gaming cards. And I'm not mad because there is other stuff in here. I actually have a pretty good suspicion of what those are, though I'm not exactly sure. But there's like some Pokemon figures. You guys know the itty bitty ones? We have, I would say, boxes and boxes full of these because we find them at the thrift store so much. Wait, that's not Pokemon. That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, Pokemon. These are itty bitty Pokemon. Hannah makes like earrings out of these and stuff sometimes. Though I will say these are a little bit nicer than the ones we found. They might not actually be second party. They might actually be Pokemon branded. Oh, Flaming Swordsman. Wait. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! Toys in here. I told the guy at the store when I bought the box, I was like, well, hopefully there's some Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff in it. The guy working said he didn't know. One of his employees packaged it up. If he had known, man, he'd have been happy for me. I actually collect these Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures, and I'm seeing a couple here that I don't have. I don't have that one. I do have this one. This is awesome. More Pokemon. I'm not gonna show off these Pokemon because I've found thousands of these at this point. Okay, I don't think I have that one. Legend, let's go. I definitely don't have that one. I have that one. All right, look, I'm not going to do one by one. Okay, Storm for some reason. Joey Wheeler. Something that I don't know exactly what it is, but look, there's just handfuls. Oh, there's something Pokemon. What is that? It's like a McDonald's toy. Okay, just tons more of these Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. I'm seeing plenty of them I don't have. Okay, the next thing, I'm over the moon about that. To be honest with you, $25, I'm not lying when I say this because I collect this Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff so hardcore. If they'd had that in a little glass box for 25 bucks, I would have bought it. Hopefully they don't watch this, and which I know they're not, but if they did, they'd get me next time because I would have paid all of $25 just for those figures because I collect them, and they're not necessarily easy to find these days. Okay, let me put these aside, and this next thing I'm about 80% sure I know what it is. Look, because these are cards. They are gaming cards. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought they were. Okay, try to think of exactly what they are. I actually don't know for sure. I think what it was is a certain line of Yu-Gi-Oh! Toys that you probably bought at Walmart, Kmart, that kind of thing. When I was growing up, they also came, each figure, with this, and what it was its base. You'll see that some of them have a little nubbin on them. You see that little raised nubbin? That's for the hole in the foot of the toy to stand on so it can stand up on this. So I had a bunch of these as a kid, though I don't think there were that many. This could very well actually be the whole set, which would be incredible. But I don't know that for sure. I'd have to find some checklists online. But if you're wondering exactly what they are, you can kind of see, like there's Pegasus. You can kind of see a bit of artwork in them. Let's find one that's super recognizable. We all know Dark Magician, right? Now watch this. There's Dark Magician. I'm going to put it up towards the light. Now look at that. That's what I don't know. That's what I remember doing with it. You can definitely see it once the light hits it. So there's about 20, 25 of these here. I can't imagine that this isn't like the whole set. I'm seeing all kinds of characters from the show, all kinds of creatures. This is awesome. I'm very excited to see some of these. Some of these I don't even remember having as a kid, like that one. And there's Grandpa and Joey. That's so cool. I can't believe these were in here. I can't believe I got this lucky. Well, I actually do kind of believe it because there are several comic book trading card type stores in the greater Phoenix, southern Arizona, let's say southern Arizona area. And a lot of them I've walked into and seen a grab bag box not unlike this with something close to what I collect, like on our other channel and stuff. And I've bought that. I think maybe I misspoke a little bit earlier when I said I haven't done too many grab bag boxes on this channel. I definitely haven't done a lot, but there was one with a box just like this from a comic book shop, and it was all Marvel Fleer cards. And I got the feeling when I walked in there, it had been sitting there for 10 plus years, and nobody wanted it. I think that's the case with this box. I think there's trading card stores all around the country that are waiting for crazy old me to walk in and buy their clutter, because this just, I can't believe that was in there. I don't know what else to tell you. That was awesome. Okay, here's the rest of this channel. That's all. These are actually cards, and this looks like a bunch of nonsense. I don't even recognize most of it. Let's just start at the top. Some sort of, I don't know what this is. USSJ. Okay, they're little models, little model ships. And immediately followed by some History Channel cards. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I always make a joke that I'm like, I didn't know that existed, but I'm not surprised because I always say, if it exists, there's a trading card game of it. This remains true. History Channel trading card game, but this one does surprise me. I've never seen this one. Comment below if you know anything about that, because I don't. There's only like 10 cards here. I will say, though, on the scale of quality of card stock and stuff, that's at the top. Those are thick. I don't know how well you're going to see that on camera, but that's a high-quality printed card right there. All right, next, Hannah Montana. Definitely not a card game card, just Hannah Montana collector's card. All right, more of those model things. Some Hollywood Zombies cards. Okay. A whole bunch of Hollywood Zombie cards. That's kind of the kind of thing I thought maybe I would expect in this box. And I think I'll get to why later, because I bet we're going to see a lot of that. A lot of repeats. Buffy and Battle Spirits. Battle Spirits is not a trading card game that I have a single card from. Now, mind you, a lot of what I like to do on this channel is trading card game related. I collect trading cards out the wazoo. I have huge binders full of not quite complete sets, but ever inching near completion sets. Like I have, I don't know, 80% of the World of Warcraft trading card game, all the cards ever made, 80% of them. Same with like the Dragon Ball Z card game, and but then because of my journey of collecting all that, I've ended up with so much random crap like this that I have a box full of random card games that I know next to nothing about, and that's where this one's going to end up because I don't know anything about it, and I'll either keep it until the day I do find something out about it, or maybe I'll bundle some of this up and put it in my antique mall, but that's another conversation for another day. Let's keep going through this stack. Naruto. I do have a few Naruto cards, though I've never played. If you ever wondered what they look like, they're nice cards. Seems like I've read the instruction manuals for most of the card games that come my way. That doesn't mean I know how to play them all, but like I just interestingly like to learn about the mechanics of games. The game has some interesting mechanics. I have no idea whatsoever what this card game is. What does that say? Eve? The Second Genesis. Never come across that one. I do have a handful of these chaotic cards, though. It's not a game I'm familiar with. Oh, my gosh. Comment below if you remember Metabots. I loved this show as a kid. The toys. Listen, if you ever find Metabots toys, especially in package at your Goodwills and stuff, they're worth some money. I know this because I want some on these shelves behind me, and it's too expensive to buy. So there you go. Metabee. Bastroyer, Similodon. That's cool. I think I have a couple of these Metabots cards laying around, but not many. Also, I don't think this is the only trading card game. I think these, again, are like cards that came in the toys, and there's a completely different TCG out there. These things get confusing. Okay, keep going. Look at this. A lone Yu-Gi-Oh card. XX Saber Garsum. It's kind of hard to read it with the reflection on those letters. And then, okay, Face Thief. This is like a pile of nonsense, which I'm not even mad about. Star Wars cards. Ooh, a single Buddy Fight card. Not a game that I've played, but I know what it is. Buddy Fight's moderately popular. A collectible, oh, that's a checklist for collectible Digimon cards. And some actual Digimon cards. I do collect Digimon cards, though I haven't actually bindered all of my collection yet. I need to get to it. But I probably only have about 40 or 50% of this run of Digimon. Not a huge portion of it. What are these? Ooh, sleeve Digimon cards. I hope there's more of this. Agumon, who Digivolves into Greymon. I remember these. I had a few of these when I was a kid. They're just metal collectible Digimon cards. It's really all there is to it. The meaning of life. Well, it is not all there is to it. You have to understand how thick that is. I mean, it's 10. Listen. It's literally made out of 10. Okay, the meaning of life, eBay. What the heck is this? Pop culture? Okay, an eBay card. What are these? Oh, these are Harry Potter. Wait. That's some sort of decoder. Okay. That looks like some sort of Viewmaster slides. Harry Potter. They remind me, the shape kind of reminds me of like what came in Chocolate Frogs or something. I don't know. I like Harry Potter stuff. If you know anything about these more, comment below, but that's pretty cool. Lots of original artwork. Hagrid. That's cool. I'll have to look those up. I doubt they're terribly valuable, but I don't know. I've never come across them. I'll have to put that on my Harry Potter shelf for future investigating. Okay, now I want to show you what the rest of this box looks like because there's pretty much nothing but cards left here. Just trade cards, and you can see 2 overpower boxes sitting there. Pretty excited about the overpower boxes because I do collect those. That is definitely one of the Marvel card games I do collect. There's a lot of Marvel DC card games out there. It's actually a headache to keep up with them all. Several modern ones, several older ones. Overpower being one of the oldest. But we're going to jump into all that. I just found some like Marvel Fleer cards set aside that we didn't look at, but it's just some of them are Marvel, some are DC, just collectible cards. And they're all in these awful sleeves, but that's cool. Okay, so where do I start? Maybe let's just start with the Overpower because that's actually something I can speak a little bit about. These are 2 Overpower starter decks. They feel full, and I'll tell you what, I'm hoping that they're actually complete. I'll have to, if they don't have checklists inside of them, I'll have to find the checklists. Because if they're complete, I might actually leave them in this box form and use them as starter decks for future play. Because I've said for ages on this channel I want to get to playing some of these card games. And it's a little bit difficult, as you can imagine, because I only know how to play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And a little bit of Magic. I have no idea how to play Overpower. I'm hoping to make more friends one day that know how to play some of this stuff and can come over and teach me some of it. If that's you, maybe comment below, because somebody needs to teach me how to play this game. Overpower. Let's go ahead and look inside of one of them, I think. Or we can take a quick peek inside of both. You know, this looks pretty complete. I can't imagine. I keep saying maybe it isn't because I bring these home enough and I've opened them and they've just had... They were people's decks, but they had other cards, so they weren't complete. But look, this is what makes me think this is really complete. They very rarely ever show up with these. People used to tend to actually just throw these away. They're not, I don't think they're made by Fleer. They could be, but they're Fleer style artwork cards. These are just collectible, not a lot to do with the game. And so, yeah, I don't know. There's text all over, but I've never looked at them too closely because I don't bring a lot of these in. But these boxes did come with these. And they say all kinds of stuff on them, and they're numbered. So I don't know. Let's take a look at it. I think these are complete. I very rarely bring them home with quite that much in them. But it's very curious. These were sitting around a game store for as long as they were, because this stuff came out a long time ago. I mean, you know, maybe they brought this stuff in on a trade. I'm not going to assume too much, but I get the feeling some of this stuff's been sitting around that game store for a long time. Okay, Overpower, huge check. You know what? I didn't even show you really what some of the cards look like, because I think a lot of you are going to know. I've showed these cards off before. Very interesting game mechanics in this game. I wish it had been more popular than it was, because I think it's some of the best looking cards that are out there. But maybe I'm biased because I do quite like 90s Marvel stuff a lot. Okay, I'm going to just grab a handful of this stuff, and we're going to fly through the second channel of this box. Some of this stuff is in packaging, and I think some of it I'm going to know why it's actually packaged. Some of this stuff's going to be very specific, I think. But here we go. This is Huntic. This is a trading card game I have a few cards from, but I know nothing about. This is on the bottom of the totem pole for things I have knowledge of. Magic. Wait a minute. I think I know what this is. I think these are card sleeves. I only know that because that specific sleeve looks very familiar. How do I get in here? Okay. Yeah. This is like a promotional pack of card sleeves. Magic. Ooh, I expected them to be all Magic. They're all Magic except one Pokemon. That's really cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card sleeves, and there's like 6 or 7 packs here. You know what would have been the coolest thing? If this box had like 60 or 100 of these. I could have parted together complete sets of these sleeves. A guy can dream. I don't know what I'm going to do with those random sleeves. Otherwise, I guess I'll just leave them like that for a while, or maybe sleeve some of my Magic cards. I don't know. Okay, so there's some Dragon Ball Z cards here. This is amongst the older Dragon Ball Z card sets. You can just tell because of the artwork, and if you know the cards as well as I do because you collect them, you'll kind of just know that's the oldest sets of the Dragon Ball Z card game. Okay, here's 2 packaged cards, and I wanna make a point about these. I have no idea what's in there. I have no idea what this is from, but I'm seeing a lot of packaged stuff in there, and then I'm already seeing a couple things of cards where it's like a lot of the same card. A card store very often is sent lots of promo stuff from card makers, and I know more about this because of like Yu-Gi-Oh. This card shop that I bought this at, when I go buy my big Yu-Gi-Oh purchases, I go buy them there because they're what's called an official Yu-Gi-Oh store. There's different names for it, but official tournament store, something like that. Because of that, when I make bigger purchases at the store, they give me promo cards monthly with my purchases, and it's really cool. I love the promo stuff, and that's what this is. These were very likely free samples for people at one point from the card store because they had an official relationship with the manufacturers, which I think in Dragon Ball Z's case is Panini. Well, that's the distributor. Not sure if it's exactly the creator, but Panini makes a lot of baseball cards and stuff. That's what this stuff probably is. These are probably promo cards, which makes me really want to open them, but I need to see if I can just research what I see on the back there and see if they're anything surprisingly valuable. But there's a couple hard sleeve cards here. This is good because the biggest portion of my Dragon Ball Z collection is the generation after this. It's still the same card back, still the same game, but there was basically 2 generations of this, and these are from the first, and I have the least of these. So those will go in my collection. A lot of this will get stored away. A lot of it might get resold. That's definitely 100% going in my collection. Let's keep going. I'm trying not to get too many peeks, but there's just a lot in here. Okay, another one of the biggest things I collect is, there's a lot. World of Warcraft. I collect this, and I have a very large portion of the collection. It's kind of surprising how much of it I have just from a few bulk buys from thrift stores and stuff. But this looks like some sort of starter deck or something like that, packaged up. Or, I don't know, it could be a pack of promos. Who knows? But here's a few loose cards, as well as some Full Metal Alchemist cards. I'm happy to see some of this in there. I won't be mad if there's more because I'm a diehard World of Warcraft collector. Looks like a big stack of Full Metal Alchemist cards here, which is another one of those things. Didn't know it existed, but I'm not surprised. Trading card game. Oh, look. See what I mean? This was probably a promo card given out or something at a tournament. And, I mean, that's not always going to be the case. There's other scenarios. There could be weird situations where a card store like this ended up with so many of one thing, but that makes me a little bummed because I don't have any. I didn't before today have any Full Metal Alchemist cards, and now I have 100, but they're all the same thing. Interesting. All right. There's some more stuff here. I'm actually not sure what this is. I think... Oh, no, wait. I was going to be wrong. I think it says what it is on it. No, I can't tell. Well, I don't want to open it up. We might find out from some other cards in here, but there's a pack of cards, and is it some of these? Maybe it's this. I guess maybe it's more of these. Yeah, it is. Okay. This is called Universal Fighting System. That's cool. And you can just tell because of the numbers and the layout of the cards, it's some packaged Universal Fight System. Not a card game I have any cards from. So that's cool. It's cool to know it exists. And I'm going to grab another handful here. Okay. Whoa, there's way more of these. Holy crap, look at all that. Okay. I found the end. So, comment below if you know anything about Universal Fight System, but I went from no cards to hundreds. So, I'll have to look a little bit more into that game. Anytime I bring home a new game like that, I love downloading the old PDF instruction manuals and not necessarily learning how to play it, but reading the manuals and searching for new game mechanics I've never heard of. Okay, here's another stack of cards that I've never heard of. Rifts, collectible card game. I'm actually surprised at this point there's been so many that I've never even heard of. Because for every one of these that I've never heard of, there's 5 more that I have heard of in my storage boxes in the other room of stuff that's just as obscure. This one seems very obscure. This seems very early 90s or something. That's cool. Okay, well, super random that one. Rifts. There's more of it. Oh, I think I know what this is. So this is a Dragon Ball Z related card game. A little bit to unpack here because I feel knowledgeable enough to say with a pretty high degree of certainty this Dragon Ball Z game that I've already showed you, well, it actually says Dragon Ball Z, so that's what it was. And you would think Dragon Ball would have come before Dragon Ball Z, but I believe this was a very short-lived Dragon Ball game, actually in between this game and the one that is now pretty popular. There's now a Dragon Ball Super game. Not that you need to know all this, but this is how trading card game can get complicated, right? I very passionately collect Dragon Ball Z cards, so anytime I find out there's a different set I didn't even know about, I kind of want to collect it. And now there's a big stack of cards here. Maybe I will start collecting this one, but I actually didn't as of yet have any of these because this one didn't go very far. There's not near as many cards out there for this one as there is the one that I've already showed you or the one that's out now. But let's I will say it's probably my favorite card back though. I mean, that's cool. Shinron on anything is cool, but the Dragon Ball Super card just has the Dragon Balls on it, which honestly makes a little more sense, but that's cool looking. These are all in pretty good shape too. Oh, it's a bunch of doubles. All right, well, I guess that wasn't that expected. Look at that. That's 100 of one card. Again, promos. It's promo stuff. Okay. 10 or 12 of one card. Yeah, a whole lot of repeats. Well, cool. I mean, that's cool. I'll keep a couple of each one and probably find a way to sell the rest or do something else with them. All right, looks like there's a bunch of My Little Pony cards in here, and this is one. This is a card game I have set aside a bunch of them to collect, and I do have starter decks for, and it's actually the mechanics of the game are pretty simple. Highly recommended if you want a trading card game to get in with your kids because it's a very different style card game. Well, there's only 2. There's 2 My Little Pony cards, and then the rest of these are versus system. And I would imagine, though I know nothing about that other card game we just talked about, the Universal system, but if I had to bet my money on that card game, what is it called? Universal Fighting System. If I had to bet money, though this obviously isn't a game that lasted that long, This was probably an attempt to pit several different fantasy properties together and stuff. There's always that. So you can probably think of a few other games that have been like that. Like Hero Clicks was a more tabletop version of that where they wanted to pit every Marvel versus DC, everything. And Versus does that. There's ways you can play Marvel and DC in this card game. And Overpower had a little bit too. The later releases of Overpower had DC cards in it. A lot of people don't know that because it came late, didn't go very far. But yeah, these are all Versus cards. So Magneto, Spider-Man, Wolverine. It's pretty cool. There's just as likely sometimes to be Batman and Robin cards in here and stuff. So pretty cool. Cool that that's in there. And then I think I can go ahead and get the rest of this out. Make sure nothing is left in the box. Just keep going in the direction we were going because now look, I see there's an absolute ton of My Little Pony cards. A bunch of them are sleeved. So let me just give you a short rundown on the My Little Pony card game. It's one of those card games where you don't actually battle your opponent as much as you have objective cards that you need to complete. And there's a few other games like that out there that have that kind of mechanic, but there's one thing that kind of makes this game stand out. It's that it's not me attacking you. It's us having objectives and passive aggressively being mean to each other while we complete them, which kind of, if you've ever watched My Little Pony, it kind of fits. All right, there's a few more things to go through here. My Little Pony cards. Ooh, Duel Masters. Let's go. I have a few Duel Masters cards. In simple, since I'm kind of the Yu-Gi-Oh guy, I'll go ahead and explain to you. Inside of Yu-Gi-Oh, the card game is called Duel Monsters. So we call it Yu-Gi-Oh in the real world, but in the show, in the anime, it's called Duel Monsters. So shortly after Yu-Gi-Oh aired, the show comes out called Duel Masters with a very similar premise and stuff. A lot of us that played Yu-Gi-Oh at the time didn't give it the time of day because of that. I've since learned a lot more about it, and I think the mechanics of the game and stuff are pretty cool, and the artwork, of course, in the cards are always beautiful. As you can see here, these are some sort of packaged promos, starter decks, something or others. It's a cool game. It's neat. I don't really have any plans as of yet to go into hardcore bindering and collecting them like we do other stuff on this channel, but I also haven't gotten rid of any of the Duel Masters cards I have, so we've got a lot laying around, and it looks like there's even more of them here. You guys comment below and let me know if you ever played. Ooh, I'm gonna have to count these are all sleeved. What if this is somebody's deck? What if I have a complete Duel Masters deck here? Duel Masters, Duel Monsters. You can see how somebody thought that was a ripoff. And who knows? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Either way, they're both just cash grabs. Let's make a cartoon and sell cards from it. We all get that by now. These are also Duel Masters, more packaged Duel Master cards. And then yeah, I think that's everything. Look at all this. Look at this table full of trading card games. I guess you guys will have to comment below and let me know what your favorite thing that was in this grab bag box was. I can say without a doubt, for me, it was actually the toys, which is so dumb because I didn't expect to get toys in there. But, I mean, not even the Pokemon. The Pokemon stuff's cool, but, like, I've got so much of that, I'm desensitized to it. But those Yu-Gi-Oh figures, I will definitely go add those to my collection. If I had to pick card stuff that I'm the most excited about, ooh, that's kind of a hard pick because there wasn't a lot of anything. Probably, I'm happy about the amount of Duel Masters cards and that there's actually some variety. I'd be more excited about the Dragon Ball stuff, but there's no variety. To see those Metabots cards was cool. Oh gosh, I can't pick. I'll probably pick Overpower because it looks like these decks are complete, and this is definitely a game I would like to see played on this channel. But again, you guys comment below, let me know what your favorite thing that I pulled out of this box was. Before we get out of here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments below if you like this kind of thing. I would love to do more of it, though. This is, what did I say, second, third time something like this has ever showed up for me. So I will do it again soon. If you're in a card shop in your area and you see a grab bag box like this, or game stores, card stores around that do this kind of grab bag thing, let me know because I'm always traveling. Maybe I'll swing by your favorite card shop and pick up some grab bag stuff because it's a neat way to build a collection. That's it, guys. Hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, come back next time, and until then, peace out.